Good morning and welcome to another micro moment at Rose Red Homestead, where I'm standing right here in the middle of our Vigo gardens where we finally have some things growing. And today I am going to plant some cucumbers, but I'm going to do it using a hack that I learned from someone who taught me an awful lot about gardening. About 8 years ago, I bought a book. The author's name was Carol Deppe. D-E-P-P-E. She's a PhD and she is a biologist, if I remember correctly, and she has a plot of a property in Oregon that she is gardening. And nothing is easy on her plot. The soil is wet and heavy, and while we have a lot of differences because our soil is dry and sandy, there are some of the things that in her methodologies that I can't use here, but nevertheless I learned a lot. And one of the things was how to work efficiently without breaking your back doing gardening. Now she has a much larger plot, and she just plants row after row after row after seeds. And one of the things she demonstrated in her book was the use of PVC pipe in planting seed. Now I have created my own little planting tool here. This is a piece of PVC pipe, and I have taped to it a little cup into which I have my cucumber seeds. So we're going to do cucumbers and butternut squash today, and I'm going to show you how this works. Actually, I would like it if this were about a foot taller, but it isn't. Nevertheless, it's still going to save my back. Jim and I are really focusing on our gardening in trying to not have to get down on hands and knees or bend over as much as we used to be able to do. We want to garden until we kick the bucket, and we can't do that if it requires a great deal of muscle the way it used to for us. So we're working smarter now than we did before. So let's get over to where I'm going to plant these cucumbers, and I will show you how this works. Before we got our Vigo gardens and raised our garden area up, we had these raised beds that we put these cattle panels on, and we still use this. But this is a perfect place for me to use my planting tool. Jim will come around here and show you that I have, with the handle of a shovel and without bending down, I have punched holes that I'm going to plant these seeds in. And so I just line up the pipe with the hole, reach in. I usually try to plant 2 seeds, so there's 1 and 2. And there they are right down there. So I'm going to continue going all along this row, and then I will come back with my foot and cover them up. So this makes it very, very easy. I'm putting 2 seeds per. I'm going to run out of seeds, so I'm going to start with 1 seed right here. So much easier than bending over. And it actually works very, very fast. All right, there's my last seed. So I'm just going to use my foot and come along . And that's it. Less than 5 minutes and I have this little row of cucumbers planted without bending over one time. Next thing that we're going to do is on the other side over here, where I'm going to be planting butternut. So here are the butternut squash seeds. Looks like I have plenty. I'm going to start with a couple and see how we do. And again, I've already made the holes. And covering them up with my foot. So both the cucumbers and the butternut squash will have this cattle panel trellis on which to climb. And hopefully this year I'm going to have enough cucumbers that I can try pickles. I certainly hope so. My little garden areas are quite small for the use of this tool, but still it's worth it to me. I have used this tool years previously when I've had much longer rows to plant, and it just works so great for small farms, for small garden areas, small-ish garden areas. So I hope that this hack might be of use to you, and it's growing season, so we're thrilled to be able to be working out here in the beautiful spring weather and hoping for a great harvest this year and wishing you a great harvest as well. So thanks for being with us, and we'll see you at our next Micro Moment Monday.